guys, Goddess Chrissy. I took a break there, but I am back bringing you a pick a card reading, and this reading is going to be, what do you need to cleanse yourself from? What do you need to cleanse yourself of? Okay, and these, as you guys already know, messages come from your spirit guides, ancestors, source, just all things that's amazing and of a high vibration. These messages come from them. So let's get started. Let me describe to you guys the piles. So this pile here is going to be for the lion warriors. Okay, so if you identify with the lion warriors, this will be your pile. This pile here deals with the ancients. Okay, the ancients, the ones that believed in using nature for healing, and talking to nature is you talking to God. That they're the ones that have that belief, the belief of the ancients. That's this one here. This one is for the seers, okay? Those who have the gift of seeing. So if you identify with that, this will be your pile. And here is the pile of the magician. Okay, so if you're all about manifesting, making things happen for yourself, then this would be the pile for you. Okay, so you go ahead and take whichever pile resonates with, resonates with you. I was gonna say take a pause, and I took a pause myself. And just take a moment to breathe. They're saying inhale, choose, and then exhale slowly. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna go in a row here, and I'll start with the lion warriors. Okay. Now, again, this is going to be a reading on what do you need to cleanse, okay? I feel like I'm like stooping down here. Hold on a second. All right. Okay, that's a lot better. All right, so those, you lion warriors, okay? So you come from a line of species who fight for the rights of others, fight to make sure that everyone gets justice and fair treatment. So you're very strong in character, and if this is not how you identify yourself, this is just a part of yourself that you haven't recognized and walked into yet, but it's still there. It's still a part of you. It's who you are. Okay, so let's see what you need to cleanse. Let me see, my light is not on. Hold on. So okay, so I'm gonna put this here. What do you need to cleanse? Okay. All right, we got the Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. The Hierophant. We have ashamed here, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. Being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. And we have the Police here. Okay, so immediately when I started turning over the cards, I feel as though you're very unstable mentally. You could be having symptoms of, they're saying bipolar. 1 minute you're happy, the next minute you're sad and depressed and feeling down, and then you get that high again where you feel good again. Those of you who picked this pile, you may have suffered from some type of substance abuse in the past, or you may be battling with addiction. This also talks about wanting to be accepted and having to go through certain struggles in order for that to happen, or just basically going through the struggles of life and just being tired and hopeless because you constantly feel like you're like in survival mode. For others of you, you may have gotten into some run-ins with the law, okay? And you may have to, I'm seeing like pay a hefty fine or do some type of community service. And you're just like, you're over it. You're over the judicial system. You're over just life in general, some of you, okay? But remember, this reading is, what do you need to cleanse? And so for a lot of you, you need to have a head cleansing because you're all over the place, and you need to remain grounded and take things one step at a time, one day at a time. I'm hearing you're okay. 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 They're saying that you need to get away from the crowd that you usually hang out with. You need to step away from the friends or family members that you usually hang out with, and you need to go and do your own thing. That's the first thing that they need you to do. They're saying they need you to move. Now, whether this be move out of the city, out of the town, out of the state, but they need you to move because the household that you're in is broken and you need to start over. It's causing you a lot of blockages, they're saying. It's causing you a lot of blockages. Okay, it's giving you anxiety, specifically in your hands. And if you're not too careful, this can affect you physically, okay? So again, first thing you need to do, purge yourself of those that you hang around with, whether it be family members or friends. Separate yourself from that crowd, that group. They need you to move. And secondly, they want you to get a therapist. They're saying that you need to release all of these emotions. The reason why you have instability mentally is because you have a lot of pent up emotions, and you have abandonment. Like I don't even call it abandonment issues, but you just have a lot of occurrences in your life where you felt like you've been left. It's really interesting, the short end of the stick here, or just been left to handle things on your own, or you've had to carry the brunt work of taking care of siblings, or taking care of yourself. Family or parents were not really there. Okay, so I just tried to turn on my camera light, but it won't come on. So that tells me that you're really in a dark place. But if you guys see the sun rays coming in, Source is still there to give you a reminder that there is a light that is shining on you, and to turn towards that light and allow that light to assist you. Okay, and that light is your guides, your angels, your guardian angels, your ancestors, Source. They're there to assist you, and they're reminding you that you are not alone. If you see here in the picture with the victim, she's looking up, kind of seeking some type of guidance, and they're saying for you to ask for assistance with this purging that you need. again, you need a head cleansing. You also need to remove yourself from the friends or family that you've been around all this time, especially the people that you've been around or seem to find yourself getting in trouble with coincidentally. And also they're saying you need to move just completely out of the town or out of the city, state, whatnot, that you need to go. Okay? There's going to be 2 people that's going to help you. Make sure that you don't burn yourself and take their help for granted. Okay? Be grateful, thank them, and also return the favor when you're able to in any gesture. All right, you're coming full circle. A lot of this has to do with ancestral karma. And so okay, they're talking about also being in a situation where it was like an unfair fight. And they keep talking about like the short end of the stick, unfair fight, and things they were supposed to go a different way, and they ended up going south. So things that was supposed to work out, but it didn't work out because someone basically fucked you over. Okay. But source is also saying like none of that matters. Let that go. That doesn't even matter. Whatever happened, it's in the past. Move on. And don't hold any resentment towards anyone. Just keep moving forward. Don't even blame yourself. Like, let it go. Okay? All right. Now that's the message for you. Okay? Remember, you're the lion warrior. You're strong. You can do this. All right, so we're going to go to the next pile, which is the ancient ones. Okay, so if you picked this symbol here, all right, your bloodline comes from a long line of, I'm getting like Native American, I'm getting African, I'm getting the water people, those who live near the sea. I'm also getting sea creatures as well. So if you really like, I don't know, sea animals, then this is the pile for you. You picked the right one. All right, we got 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the Chariot, the Hangman, faith, healing, meditation, praying. Too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen for more. Throw away, getting rid of, tossing out. Okay, so first I'm going to start here. A lot of you need to declutter. You got either too much crap in your house, too much crap in your office, or just a lot of things that you don't need, clothes that you haven't worn in a while, things that you just don't want to get rid of. They're saying get rid of it. Okay, it's causing a lot of stagnancy in your home. It's causing a lot of stagnancy with your money. So in order to get things moving along, you need to be able to declutter. Now, if you're saying to yourself, like, my place is so spacious, I get rid of stuff all the time, I don't have anything piling up in my house, I'm not a hoarder, then there must be something mentally, okay, that you are overthinking, or there could be something that you're just doing too much of. Okay, if you see here with the Hangman, his head is illuminated, So there's something that is blocking you at this time for continuing on this path of abundance. They're also telling you that you need to go somewhere. You're either spending too much time at home or you're spending too much time out. I feel like they're saying that you need to have a savings set in place. There's going to be a time where you're going to need that savings for your house, something with the payment, because there's going to be something that takes place financially with our government or in the country that you're in, and you're going to need to use that savings. Okay, they're saying it's a way for you to have a peace of mind and not to fall in these readings keep going back to like ancestry karma, and not to fall back into the bad habits of those from our past. Your ancestors are guiding you. They're saying that you are the goddess of your time, and they're looking to you to make them proud. They're looking to you to do the things that they didn't. So for you, what you need to cleanse yourself of is clutter in the mind, physical clutter, or both. If physically you got a lot of stuff going on, you need to clean up house. If mentally you have a lot of stuff going on in your head, you need to find a way to calm down, to relax. Like they said, take a trip, go somewhere. Or if you've been going out too much and you need to stay indoors, do something that's going to be relaxing and calming for you. You know, some people sew, some people read, some people watch shows, you know, binge watch a show. Don't be afraid to have time for you. Let go of the need of urgency, that things need to be done now all the time. Also, your spirituality is going to make you money. You believing in yourself and knowing to take time out for you and that you are the chosen one will manifest. You may be seeing 777 a lot. I love this trash here because, again, it's talking about the clutter, getting rid of the things that does not benefit you. Here, faith, healing, meditation, praying. You taking time out. I talked about being in the house and meditating or doing yoga, doing something zen that's going to just calm you. And here it is, prayer as well. Talking to source and meditating to get your answer is going to assist you at this time. This part here too, you tell others too much. This specifically I'm getting for business owners. If you have a business or you're an up-and-coming entrepreneur, they're saying do not spill the beans about what you have going on to others. Keep things to yourself. Keep things to yourself. And also for those of you who are watching this, the things that I'm telling you right now that you need to let go of, like I let go of the clutter. I let go of the clutter in my mind. I let go of the clutter in my spirit and my soul. Write down an affirmation where you're like, I let go of the clutter of the blank. And you know what that blank is. And say that to yourself every day. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I let go of the clutter of my blah or of the blank. So for example, I would get up in the morning and I look myself in the mirror and say, I let go of the clutter, period. I let go of the clutter in my mind. I let go of the clutter in my space. You yourself know what you need to let go of. So using that as an affirmation will assist you. Okay. And I love how you picked the ancient ones, and I just see like a lot of nature here. This person is actually getting away from the city, it seems like, to go into nature. We have the branches here, right? And the vine flowers. We have the tree here with the pinnacles. We have another tree here. So you do have a special relationship with the trees. So when you need a timeout, go out in nature. Okay, that's where your bloodline stems from the nature people. All right. Okay, that is your reading. Let me know if that resonated with you guys in the comments. All right, the seers. If you pick this pile, you are the seers. You are those who see energy. Those of you who picked the seer pile, Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Karmic Ties. Ooh, interesting. Too passive. Running away. Okay, so with the too passive and running away, it's telling me that you need to release fear. You need to let go of fear and walk in your power. Understand how much power you have. Okay, it talks about karmic ties that are set in place. You've been someone that may not speak up for yourself. You make excuses as to why you rather not say anything than to say something. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so for some of you, I'm also getting there's people that's interested in you and you're kind of running away from them, maybe because they're not your usual type, or you feel like it's a waste of time. But they're saying here to give that person a chance, whoever this person is that's coming through. And don't be afraid to explain what you want to this person. Again, I'm getting a lot of fear here. And you have so much potential to be so many things, but you're hiding in your shell as if you don't want to be recognized or be seen, which is interesting because you're the seer. You see all things, but you don't want to be seen. You know, the irony of it all. But you're in this life, you're in this path to be seen. They're saying that it starts with little steps, with you putting yourself out there. You don't necessarily have to just be like, bam, here I am. But if you see here, this guy is like sitting there making himself be seen, and then at a certain point becomes the magician, where it's like, hey, here I am. Okay, if you see this man's suit, his suit is green, but it's not really a green that's noticeable or catches the eye. And also he's looking directly at you, right? So it's kind of like he's saying, you know, like, do you notice me? Do you see me? I hope not. I don't know. Maybe this coin here will distract you. But with the magician, it's like, here I am. You know, they're holding the candle and they're like, all I have that I have in my hand is this candle, but who cares? I'm me, and I'm great and amazing and powerful, and I know my worth. I know my value. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles, that just goes to show the goddess that you are. But for some reason, and you have to figure out what that reason is, you're holding in so much and you don't want to release who you truly are for the fear, I guess, of being judged or being seen. And they're saying to you, you need to release that fear. You need to stop running away from yourself. I love how he's wearing glasses, and then you have the glasses here. And you need to stop running away from yourself. You need to be able to face the world head on. Now, for you, I'm going to do something extra. And I'm going to ask, these are my special cards that I made myself, or had made myself. And I'm just going to ask what it is that you need to do to get out of this shell, because you're so afraid of being seen. All right, Source, what does this person need to do to get out of their shell? They're so afraid of being seen. And, okay, these two turned over. Look at that. Power was the first one. Look at that. Handing over. Okay. So this goes back to your past life. They're saying that in your past life, you took on a role that you didn't feel you were ready for. And you had a lot of fear at that time as well. But when you realized your power and the potential that other people saw in you, you soared. And you became this great, great, great emperor, I'm hearing. Okay? Let's see. Source, what's some of the things they accomplished, Source? What's some of the things they accomplished during this time, so they can know what they did in that time? Ooh. What's some of the things they accomplished? Show us. Okay. Wars and battles. Okay. So you fought for many kingdoms. Okay, you went to battles to gain many kingdoms, and you were an emperor over many lands because you realized your power as a leader and realized your potential and went for it. You went for it. Okay, let me see. What was it that caused you to realize your potential? It was a priest. A priest was the one that made you realize your potential. Okay? So, what that tells me is that you need a mentor, someone who is already in a leadership role, to help you to step out of your comfort zone and be who you're destined to be. Okay? And they're telling you, too, that there's going to be some struggles with this wars and battles. Wars and battles in that time was like fighting on the battlefield. But the wars and battles in this time is you either fighting against yourself. It could also be fighting against people who have evil eye. They see something about you and they hate on you because they see the potential that you have. They see the leadership within you that you don't see in yourself at times. Okay. So release. This is what you need to cleanse. You need to cleanse fear and release the need to pass things over. And you need to be seen. That's what I'm getting. You need to be seen. You're very powerful. You have a very powerful spirit. Okay? You just have to see that for yourself. All right. Thank you, Source. That is the reading. All right. Let's go over. Okay. All right. So let's go with the last pile. And that is the Magician pile. Okay, if you pick this one, this is your pile. And let's see what you need to cleanse, release. We have Page of Pentacles. Okay. What I'm getting here is releasing the need to always feel or be right. Releasing the need to make things about you. I'm getting a lot of selfishness here. I'm also getting releasing the need to act on things right away. It's like kind of take some time to look at your options to see what's available for you. This also has to do with work as well. I'm also getting do what you're passionate about. And there's another deck that they want me to use with this. Let me get it right now. Okay, do what you're passionate about. Not just something that just makes you money, or you can do something that makes you money, but also do something else on the side that you're passionate about, that you actually love doing. Divine Masculine. Oh, okay. This one is kind of like love here. All right. You need to release someone who is, I'm getting ashamed or embarrassed to be seen with you. Release this person who claims that they love you, but yet no one knows of you. You know, they have someone else, and then they're keeping you, as you see here, keeping you a secret. They're saying to release the need to have a partner. Make yourself a priority, which was actually the message for today. And make yourself a priority. Okay. That also goes with you having options. They're saying you have options. Take things slow. You kind of just rush into relationships. This one is more, it talks about relationships, but it's also talking about you releasing the need to, like, I'm getting a lot of ego with this pile. Like your ego, your pride. Release the ego, release the pride. Remember that you picked the Magician. You're a magician. You make things happen. Things go the way that you want them to go. So you don't necessarily have to depend on other people's, I'm getting opinions and views of you, and you feeling like you have to prove them wrong. I'm getting like, I gotta show people, like, you know, I'm that female, I'm that one. You don't have to show anybody anything. You just got to do you. You know, people are going to see what they need to see. Just do you and not worry about other people's opinions. But it's also saying here with this relationship, if a person or if a partner needs to keep you a secret, then that's not a partner for you. And if you're keeping a partner a secret, then you need to question yourself as to why you need to keep this person a secret. And if you're keeping this person a secret, or they're keeping you a secret, based off of lies and deception, then that's something you need to let go. That's what you need to cleanse. I'm getting also, they're saying to cut your hair. I don't know why I'm getting that, but they're saying to cut your hair. Now, you don't have to do a big karate chop. This could just be a trim. I don't know. I don't know why they're saying that. Only you would know. If it resonates with you, please put in the comments, because I'm just getting the messages and I don't know why. Okay? But that's one of the things that they're saying here. I do see someone coming in. I do see a partner coming in, but it's not going to be right now. They're saying that you need time for yourself. You need time to heal. Okay? But that's what I'm getting. You need to release some type of relationship that you have going on. And you also need to release the ego. You need to have the ego death, because there's a lot of ego and pride here. Okay? With my phone going off, someone will call you. And I don't know if you may owe this person an apology, or this person may just give you a message that is from your ancestors. You know, they just might call you and be like, I just wanted to let you know you're a beautiful person. I don't know why I needed to say that, but I just needed to say that. And that may be the call where you're like, that's my ancestors right there. That's my spirit guides. That's my angels. Okay, so I said that I was going to give you guys a message with these cards. When it comes to your options, make sure you do what you're passionate about. You know, don't just work a job just to work a job, but also do something that you're passionate about. Source, what's your other message for those who picked this pile? Okay. Source said to have a gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Okay? So, Source is saying to have a gratitude list and continue to give thanks for everything that you have. All right? Until next time, Goddess Chrissy. See you guys. Bye.